Okay. So, yeah, welcome to Intuartiv Expression. So I'm going to say this for the benefit, even if Joyce, you've probably heard this before, January, you may have a little inkling, but I started painting probably at the end of my divorce, and over the years, my process changed, and I started painting in layers. And through the layering process and the way I do it, I began to feel that there was emotion coming up, and I really felt there was a connection between what was happening on paper and how I was feeling. And then I joined Intuartiv in 2017, I think it was, and around about 2018, somebody said for a laugh, "Oh, put some oils in your paint." So I did, and the whole process just turned on its head. But wow, this is just something so powerful with the emotions that come through with the oils. So tonight I'm going to talk you through the basic process. I'll talk you through the first few layers, and then I'll just let you paint as you go through. And if anything comes up, you know, you can talk to me about it and see what you're feeling. And then we'll have a chat at the end as well to see how the process felt for you. So what we do tonight is that, as I said, we layer the paint, and each layer is like a separate canvas. So it's not like we're painting something and then elaborating on that. We're drying a layer, and it's almost like we're starting afresh on the next layer. And after about 3 or 4 layers, the brain suddenly realizes that, oh, whatever we paint is going to get painted over. So it doesn't really matter what I'm going to paint. I can paint whatever I want. It's not going to be seen. And that's where everything normally starts to let go. And that's where the magic tends to happen after about 4 layers. So what we do on the first layer, we just paint as you feel. It can be squiggles or, you know, a heart in one corner, a triangle in another. Doesn't matter. That first layer is just really connecting to the paper. And then dry it, and then start again on the second layer. And we do the same. We just paint whatever comes to mind, not thinking about it, not calculating, just going with the feeling. And if you do have any oils, it's normally about after the second layer I like to start with the oils, because the first layer, as I said, is just about connecting. So then we paint the second layer, we dry it with the hair dryer, and then we just keep going. And as you keep going, you'll feel that release starting to come, or images start to come through in the process. I advise to take a photo of each layer, because you forget. When you've got to the end, you'll sometimes realize that there was a story going through. You can journal if you want. You can write down a few feelings. If anything comes up, jot down things, and we can go over it at the end. But it's just really painting from feeling and painting from the heart. Because January, you don't paint? Do you?
I wouldn't call myself an artist, no.
Would it be possible ever, and I don't even mean right now, to substitute the word paint for express? Because even like writing with a pencil that's expressing, would you ever recommend that? Or for this, would you just stick with painting?
Oh, you call it whatever you want.
Okay.
I mean, I call it Intuartiv Expression, so it is that. We're expressing through colour and through the paint. We're not, because when you say we're going to paint, people get into the idea, I have to be an art, I have to paint something. That's exactly that. We're just expressing emotion through the colour. Yeah, exactly. So I've got my hairdryer at hand. And you can start whenever you want, whenever you feel.
Okay.
I'm going to show you real quickly what I set up for my painting layer. There. So but I do have one down here and then my phone here.
Oh, brilliant. I'm so surprised I haven't got any cats joining me at the minute.
Right.
I've got acrylic paints, and because I'm a complete novice, do I have to have a wet brush, or do I just use a
So-
dry brush?
Yes, best use wet brush. So just dip your brush in the water.
Yeah.
Then yeah, I mean I put a few blobs on a plate or something, and then I just dip my. That's what I've got so far on my plate. And then yeah, just dip your wet brush in it, and then clean your brush between the colours.
Okay. Oh, I like it. And are we supposed to cover the whole canvas?
That's entirely up to you.
Okay.
It's entirely up to you. I'm going to come on.
go and buy a hairdryer because Ali has got really, really short hair and Dom has no hair. Here's my commitment.
Wow. So have you done your first layer?
I have.
Right. So then you can just.
And I don't know if you can see, but in there is the word love.
Oh,
It's been brushed in.
brilliant. Yeah, because what sometimes I get people to do is to write like an affirmation on the paper and then paint through it. So yeah, you've started off with love. That's wonderful.
Oh, okay. Right.
You're ahead of the game. So now, just
Not done it before.
so you continue the process. So painting. Oh, it's beautiful, Joyce. It's like reminds me of the phoenix.
So it's
Wow.
worked itself out in sweeps, but I think my overall message to myself with this whole day, what I'm feeling now is I give and receive only love. And this is after reading things on your site and processing and looking at things over the last few days. And then
Wow.
I'm going to use my iPad to take a picture.
Yes.
I'm ready to go on to the next layer. And not that it really matters, but I know where I started. That's what matters to me. Where
Yes. Yeah. Now, isn't that funny, Joyce, that you said about giving and receiving and love? And what did January write? Love.
Yeah.
What I love about these groups, because there's always ends up being a connection.
Mm-hmm.
So that's my layer. So well, I'm on the second layer actually.
Yes.
I don't normally get to black, but black really felt, and it kind of felt like a journey through the darkness. So we'll see where that one goes. So George, you've signed up for my course, my Intuartiv expression course.
Yes.
Yes.
Good. And I'll be more ready then, like how to do things and take picture. I'm just now getting my iPad out to take a picture, which I've never done, but it's time to learn.
There's always a yeah.
Able to be like on the phone that I'm so used to and then have it come over. But you know, this might be the time for me to get things figured out.
And the iPads often take really good pictures anyway.
And this is just for our own remembrance, right? Not like whatever we do will be fine because it'll turn out like it's supposed to be at the end, right?
Yes, just like in life.
Okay.
Everything works out. And yeah, the photos could be just like as a memory, because sometimes you can go back and it's sometimes it can be really nice to see the journey through the painting.
Right.
See how it's evolved or what it meant. I was just painting, blobbing my paintbrush, and it kind of felt like duck's feet. Oh my god! My ducks are wading across my page.
I've gone sort of slightly butterflies and hearts.
Oh,
Sorry, I haven't got my stand with me, so I can't stand my phone up very well. So it's like
wow!
almost butterflies, but hearts and flowers. I don't know. It's sort of a bit
Transformation through love.
clearly, yes. But
Yeah, I keep wanting to draw a path through mine. It's quite interesting.
try and find something to prop the phone with. There we go.
I've put I've just used tea tree or melaleuca.
Oh, this is driving me nuts. What can I put up here to prop it?
And I'm going to put grapefruit, so sending grapefruit waves.
Oh, wonderful.
You have to receive them if you don't want, but
And then January, just keep going.
Yes.
Layer after layer.
That's funny how Joyce had put grapefruit, because I just picked up like an orange and yellow colour, citrus, and I was thinking of citrus at the very same time. So we're clearly in line.
I think
there.
so. And also realise that tonight is autumn equinox.
Is it?
Yes. I didn't do that by chance. Thought, oh my god, no wonder I did the painting today.
Wonderful.
I just had a butterfly arrive in mine. Hmm. What you can do in this process, if you find that you're feeling stuck some part of your life, you can just journal it all out onto that piece of paper before you start. Just throw it all out and then paint. And then sometimes you start getting the answers coming through. You learn all about that, Joyce, next in the course.
Well, learned even if I start with an intention to really let it flow and to see what I'm feeling. So I don't know if I'm answering that question you asked right, but to just let myself be open enough to see and to feel and to just keep going with it.
Yeah. Yeah, because in the course you'll learn a lot about different ways you can use this for yourself. Yeah, and just be open to what comes through.
My Zoom gets a message and someone just sent a message about when the class starts. Did you see it?
Huh?
If you want to check.
Thank you.
Because I have to leave this to go into that.
But Natasha, we're on now. It was 6 p.m. Yeah, because she had trouble being free. I think her nephew was there or something. It'll be ordered. And there will be others. Thank you, Joyce. It's good to have somebody who's got their eye on the ball. You all right, January?
Yes, fine.
Good.
I don't know. It's I felt in the four corners that there were like
Ooh,
pointing out, almost like not north, south, east, and west, but almost like four pillars of well-being. You know, like strength, caring, emotion, love. So it was just putting out four pointers, really, but not like a compass, but it went into four corners, so it was acting like a four pillars, really.
Wow.
Four pointers. Yeah. Oh, need to dry.
Oh, yeah. Thank you for that.
No. 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 No, thank you.
Is he walking over your painting?
It's even involved.
He wants to do his own impression.
What do we do without a cat? So
Yeah, if I was home, mine would probably be doing the same.
He's a nice cat, and I found it's best to use kindness and nice words, like no thank you. He just went back to his little place, which is on top of a rigid heddle loom, but I have it covered up. I have a project underneath, and he's just fine. He's welcome to be there. It's probably comfortable, like a little hammock. Cats are so funny, aren't they?
yeah.
They are.
Very, very much.
Instead of getting irritated, I just think of it as his name's Byron. He's including himself in the energy of this.
Yeah, they often do. They do feel it.
They're very intuitive. Yeah. Excuse me.
Bless you.
Oh, again. Sorry. I now have a tree.
Oh,
I don't know if you can see it. I don't know.
just about. Does it have leaves on it? I can
No.
see the no. Well, we're
No,
coming
it's-
into autumn, aren't we?
Oh, that's true. Yes, and it's got a little bit of an autumnal background. I might have to put a
Yes.
light on. Might have to put a light on here.
Yeah, it's getting quite dark in here as well. Well, I have a heart. Oh,
Is that better? Can you see now, Nikki?
yes. Yeah, beautiful. It does feel very much like autumn.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just saying, my heart's appeared on mine.
Oh, yeah. I just feel this tree is a bit naked, but it feels like it's being pulled in all directions, like me at the moment.
There you go. Naked and being pulled in.
Oh, yeah.
Interesting January.
Oh.
I have no idea what that is. All these shapes coming out, weirdness. Are you using any oils, Joyce?
Yes, I've just used and finished eucalyptus. And then I'm going to try this label and invite myself with something else.
Aha.
Picture. Um, But while I was using this eucalyptus, I liked it so much. And I also got a smaller brush that I had from the first layer and used my left and right hand together.
Yeah.
Just drew that out and two sides working together.
Yeah. It's interesting when you use both hands. So there's great ways if ever you get stuck, you get too much in the perfectionist, you can paint with the left hand, you can turn your page.
You did that earlier. Yeah.
Yeah, because
Just
with
to
your
see
left
what
hand,
it felt like.
well, I would say the non-dominant hand, because those with left hand it's different.
Right.
The non-dominant hand, because you cannot control your non-dominant hand, and especially the left hand anyway is more intuitive. You can also turn your picture upside down if you feel like you're getting too stuck on one layer. You can turn it around, or you can close your eyes, and that's a fun one as well. So weirdly, yeah, I've painted these two, and I turned it round because I couldn't think what's going on here, and I turned it like that, and it's two figures.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, oh my god,
Yeah.
I had no idea what that was.
Wow. I've just done that. And I am so impressed. I don't.
Wow.
Can you see it? I'm sorry because of the light, but that could be a forest to me,
I was going to say it's walking through trees.
isn't it? Yeah. And the sunlight catching it, and I can see autumn in it, and I can see all sorts. Wow.
You're really painting with the equinox.
Clearly.
You're so in tune with the energies. I'm going to have to do the course January.
Sorry.
You just have to sign up for the course.
Didn't I? Didn't I? I thought I had.
I haven't received anything, no.
Oh my gosh. It starts tomorrow, Friday night.
No, that's the emotion code one.
Oh my gosh.
The painting one, oh god, I keep getting paint on my computer. The painting one starts in October.
Right. Okay. I'm going to have to speak with you directly and try and sort myself out. I think it's because I've been so busy being away from my home.
Yeah. Is it the Intuartiv one you want to do? Or the emotion
I wanted to do them both.
Oh, right. Okay. Like Joyce.
Yeah.
Joyce is doing both.
Yes. I wanted to do them both. But again, I think Sunday and Monday I didn't feel particularly well, and because I'm celiac, my tummy was a bit off, but then Saturday I'd been around a lot of people that were,
yeah,
and I think it just upset my whole system, and So anyway, I just thought I've just got to try and heal myself, and so I just had a couple of really, really easy days. And then last night, 6 o'clock, my son phoned and said, "Mom," I went, "Yes." He goes, "Oh, my car's playing up and I've had to be pushed off the road." And I thought, "It won't start at all." He goes, "Well, it will, but it keeps cutting out." So, and he was in Angoulême. So I said, "Well, you're going to have to try and get home, darling, because I'm a million miles away from you." So I said, "If you can get it to the mechanic, do." And I said, "Then I'll have to let the dogs out, put the dogs back in here. Then I'll have to go and meet you at the mechanic." Then I tried ringing a client to see, because Indigo's away, so he couldn't borrow her car because he had to get back to school in the morning.
Oh my goodness.
So I rang a client and then said, "Could I borrow your car for a couple of days?" And they said, "Oh, yes, yes, help yourself. It's absolutely fine." They said the car could do with a run every week. I mean, I do every couple of weeks. I take it just for a quick ride, but that was definitely what I needed to do. So I've yet to hear from the mechanic what the damage is. But otherwise, I thought, oh no, I'm going to have to start looking for another car for him.
Oh gosh, and is Indigo all right?
Yeah, she's just checked to say that she's home from her cat sit. Dogs are fed, and I think she's going to make herself a little something to eat and go to bed.
Wow.
She spends a
Nice.
lot of time sleeping at the moment.
Well, that's all right. There's a lot of stuff going on as well, wiping
Yeah.
so many people out.
Yes, I think so. She just seems wiped out.
Yeah, yeah, we've definitely been feeling that. Been
Yeah.
crazy.
Oh, I'm just going to give this another whip of the dryer.
Well, I feel like I need to stay on this layer. Oh, that's so nice, and you'll both be doing both courses together. You've got friends. So what I've been doing on the bottom of my paint tubes, you know, sometimes when you open the paint tube and I sometimes get these little rings of paint where the paint is dried. So I'm collecting them all in a little jar.
Oh,
And then I'm going to make a little collage out of them and stick them all together, because there's all sorts of, probably all mungled together now. I can get some of them out. They're coming out as a clump. But there's loads of them.
Oh,
So I thought, right, take them out like that and stick them onto a piece of paper, make a little collage.
very
oh.
good.
And would those, Nikki, even be appropriate with emotion boards? I've not made any, read and watched your YouTube video.
You can put whatever you want. I mean, if you feel drawn that it's going to, you know, if you feel drawn to put it on, put it on. Because
Okay.
it may have some, you know, feeling, meaning to it. At the end of the day, you know, I say to people, it's your painting.
Okay.
The only thing really with Intuartiv, the basic things, is the layers and the oils. Everything else is put in and added, and you go with exactly how you feel, and it's listen to your guidance. And if you want to stick things in, do it. But for me personally, I should be making just a collage just out of these. I think nothing to do with Intuartiv, just as a fun creative moment. I so many lovely little colours in there. Gold.
Nikki, is there an actual time to stop? I mean, when you feel like you've
When
done.
you feel, yeah, when you feel like you've come to an end, you've come to feel like it's the right moment. That's it.
Yeah, I think I've come to my my walk in the forest.
Oh.
Yeah.
How does that feel?
Feels great actually, because to begin with, it was quite you know, blue, like sea of the Mediterranean, and you know, writing, almost feel like writing love into the beach, even though the beach wasn't there. You know, when you draw with your finger in the sand, and sort of just going through the different layers, and yeah, it was really good. And then just, you know, the pillars of strength and wellness, and that in the corners, like the north, south, east, and west, even though it wasn't a compass. And the tree, the naked tree, going in all directions. Yeah, and then I don't know, I'm just really pleased with it.
You know what comes through with that is like the elements. It feels like the medicine wheel with the native Indians.
Oh yes, yeah.
Because you've got the sea and the trees and autumn, and you said,
Yes.
yeah, but with the beach, the four pillars feels like really like the four elements.
Yes. Oh yes, I hadn't thought of it, but yes, you're right. Yes. And then it's sort of got that sort of autumnal sort of vibe.
Very much. It almost looks like a reflection of a forest through a lake.
Yes, yes.
It's gorgeous.
Yeah, I'm really pleased with that. Yes, it does. You can almost see a line there.
Yeah, exactly. That's reflection.
It could be reflective too. Yeah.
So above, so below.
Yeah. Like that.
Yeah. So have you painted like that before, just like freely, or?
Not well, I guess a very, very long time ago, but not sort of recently. So this is water, by the way, not wine.
I was going to ask.
Yes.
So interesting with me, because this, I don't know if you can see, but there's a face here.
Yes. Yes.
Peeking out.
Yes.
And the oils that I chose, there was clove and tea tree, which is all about boundaries.
Uh-huh.
And I've done a lot of like past life healing at the minute, stuff that's been coming through. Get rid of that. And what is interesting, it feels like this figure here is invading.
Okay.
So it kind of feels like, you know, your boundaries. It really felt like that this, like, there's an invasion, and I think there's a real thing going back to the past life stuff as well about that. And it just feels like, you know, it's time to heal those boundaries and put them in place. Yeah, because they all came up, we're like, whoa, okay. Yeah.
That's
truly as well, which is all about being happy in your body.
Yeah.
Quite so I feel like I really want to stop at that layer because it feels very poignant.
Yes. I'm just looking outside. I'm gonna go and have to lock the chickens up.
Go on.
I don't want Mr. So I'll only be a minute.
And how are you going, Joyce?
I'm doing fine. I covered up what I had done before, and starting out I used yellows and a little orange, but then this last layer I was drawn and chose blues And then I picked the oil, Blue Yarrow. Are you familiar?
Not blue yarrow, no, yarrow pond, but blue yarrow, wow. No.
Not that it's getting oils, it's just like that one's like, use me. And I use Cerulean blue and phthalo blue, and the drops of that blue yarrow, the same color of the phthalo blue. And but then it's like the things I was doing and processing, and I'll have to go back later and ponder it, was like bringing out fire and passion and activeness. And then the blue cooled it, but yet not in opposition, but in not even a balance, but just like being there. And then now I've, with a kind of like medium palish yellow, Naples yellow, I've covered up with the yellow. But I took pictures, I took photos of that, and this yellow, here's my 4th layer. And it's interesting, before I was doing different directions, everything was a swirl or a sweep. But then this for Naples yellow that I just finished and it's drying, lines, either horizontal or down, or even if I fill the edge, it was always like a line. And perhaps with the movement and things of inviting it in, but then bringing back a line, it could be alignment, it could be being online, it could be getting in line, it could be lining things up, but yet I know there's underneath that is not just red things. And like if we're looking at the elements, and then that isn't that interesting that red's the heart if you matched it up, and then blue's like the water, and like red the heart, the fire, and then the water, and then this yellow back again, it reminds me of vitality of that comes with that yellow, which that would be earth, right? Things of the earth. But I'm gonna just stop here for a little bit, plus it's drying, I'll get the dryer out. But this, I just was going through the process, and I remember when I did that session you had before that you said with pictures and thinking about it, which that time I didn't do any pictures, but I did this time. Do I need to put white over this?
No, no,
Okay.
no. That's entirely up to you what you do, but no, you don't need to put white.
Okay.
Just leave it.
Okay. But it wasn't just strokes or the way I did that. I just like was inviting it, but I know the oils were pretty powerful, and it's interesting that then when I brought the yarrow over, boom, the cat came right back out. So I just cleared the top. I grabbed a newspaper ad, and then so that then he has a space, and not just that, but then when I put the brushes in the jar of water, he's like smelling that. So it's not me that, and I'll have to look up and see, and it's like a very good quality of oil. I'll have to look up where it was made, but it's so blue. Even the top of the lid's blue because of like that's the oil. Here's my camera. But anyway,
Yeah, I can see it.
Interesting, and not that I've even
It sounds like it's got blue tansy in there.
Pardon me?
Has it got blue tansy in with the yarrow?
No, I don't think so. I think it's just it, but I'll go back and look it up. But it is like blue tansy, but it smells just a little different and it's bluer.
Wow.
But I have the other, but I'll take a look. I'll explore, and I have some doTERRA oils out. I have a few, but I just pick what I was drawn to and where my hand went.
Yeah, that's the way to do it.
Even what I gathered up. I'm blessed with an abundance of oils right now and different ones. I mean, just like, but I've been using good oil steadily since 2006. And not that I know so much about them or things like you do, and really, I'm only exploring emotions now. So at that time period, probably 98 or 2000, then I opened myself up to realizing there's emotions in my life and they're important, and that I'm an emotional being too, like spirit, emotion, physical. But before that, I was in life kind of like with thinking about things, intelligence, acting in that way. On that emotion chart of the spiral that you had something up and it's like, oh, well, that's how I operated. But now I'm recognizing the fullness of emotions, that there's the lower vibrations and the higher ones. And really this intuitive art, and this is just my third time, but it helps me to connect what's reality in my life and what the emotions are, good or bad, and moving on and welcoming emotions as being a part of me, and enhances it. And what would life be without emotions?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, anyway, that's my story.
That's wonderful, Joy. Thank you so much. It really sounds like, yeah, you went from your head into your heart, and that's where the emotions are, and that's where our soul is. That's wonderful. And yeah, where would we be without emotions? But so many people, I think, for different reasons, block out the emotions, don't want to feel them. But if we just let them flow through, we just realize that everything is just temporary, and whatever we're feeling in that moment does go through.
I think a lot of people just suppress them. And then, but at some point they're going to have to deal with them, because they can't keep pushing them down. They will come up eventually.
They can bite you on the bum. Yeah, it's like, shoving things under the carpet. You can only go so far, and the carpet will trip you up.
Yeah.
So much. Oh wow. So a good experience tonight then.
Wonderful.
A bit of an opener. Yeah, and you'll see as well, especially you, January, on the course, to see, how we do the process. As I said before on the video as well, of all the materials, why we do what we do, and then I will get you playing with different ways of using it,
Okay.
And it's so that people have done the courses before, especially with the facilitator ones, which were new Joyce, because her
Yeah.
first daughter did it with me, and it's so transformative. Even I was just like, wow, I can't believe the power of what comes from the paint. It's lovely.
Excellent. Oh, well, I've really, really enjoyed it. And it's just, yeah, I mean, I didn't know what it was I had no idea what it was going to be and how it was going to end up, but I'm delighted with it. And, you know, going through those different layers, as you say.
That's it. You know, it's kind of like life. We don't know where we're going to end up.
No.
And it's just like the painting that I did for you, that I had no idea where that was going. No idea, just like, and it just one moment, okay, that's it, you know?
Yeah.
It's ready.
Yeah. Super.
Oh, so thank you so much, the two of you. And sometimes it's so nice, it's a small group like this, because you just get that
Yes.
connection going as well. It's so interesting that was as well, that you both had the love in there, and then the butterfly came through, and it's just like the grapefruit.
Yes, the grapefruit. And I was looking at the orange and yellow together, and I thought, oh yes, I need citrus. Yeah, excellent.
Oh, wonderful. So thank you very much for the two of you. I shall put this in the recording, and I shall put it back in the group as well, so others can see it.
Nice to meet you, Joyce.
Yes, yes. And all just continue.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a stopping point with this today, but I really know I'm on a continuum, and I just thank you so much for offering these things. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Joyce. Yeah,
Yes.
and I really appreciate, you know, I've said before that the amount of comments you put in, you know, it's absolutely beautiful, and it keeps me going as well.
Excellent.
And I shall see you both very soon.
All right then, lots of love.
Take
Good
care, lots of
night.
love to you. Bye.
Bye.